Alright, I think I'm live here. Oh, I'm not prepared for this stream at all, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be kind of a chill out and rice and maybe do some scripting. So, welcome to the stream. Should have some fun. If anybody's actually watching this, if I could get some yays or nays on the audio, I'd be appreciative of that. Krishna's here. Analytic Minded, hello. Hello. JR, hello. Blanc, hello. And some yays, yes, excellent. I do have the air conditioner running in the background because it gets warm in this room when I have my computers on. Excellent, cool. So, I'm just gonna do some ricing. Mainly because I haven't had no other ideas for actually, you know, doing a stream, so I just decided to take the easy way out. It's just easier. "3 a.m. in Germany." Time for a stream. Yeah. I'm very likely to put you to sleep, which is good. White or fried rice? Yes. I know, ricing is a horrible word for customizing your window manager, but that's just what they call it. But what you gonna do? Anyways, that's what that's what the plan is. So this is the rice that I'm using right now. And if I go into my scripts folder, the first thing I'm gonna do before I do any ricing is what I'm gonna try to do is create a Rofi script that will allow me to change between my different rices just by selecting a menu item. That'd be really cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. We're gonna see, but it should be fun. I'm gonna try. So what I'm gonna do is base this on my lchanger script. So if I do vim lchanger here, this is my alacrity changer script. So if I actually run this lchanger like this, I can select between different alacrity rices. So if I wanted to go to Dracula, I'm now using a Dracula thing. If I wanted to go to let's just say Tokyo Night, there's Tokyo Night. Then go back to Grubbox. That is what I want to do with my i3 rice. It'd be really cool. Whether or not I'm going to be able to or not, we'll see. Because the way this works is that first it presents you with a selection of themes, and then whatever choice you make, it takes one line out of the alacrity theme and replaces it with the appropriate theme that you chose. So this first part here is going to be the hardest part, because in my i3 configuration file, we'll start with i3 because Polybar is going to be harder. If I vim into my config here, I have just one line that I need to change, but the way that the script works is that it relies on this being the only line that is called colors. So in the alacrity configuration file, the alacrity.yaml, the only line that starts with colors is that one, and it's really easy to set out that and replace it with the thing that I need to replace it with. What I don't know is how I'm going to do that in this situation where I have multiple lines that start with the word include. Now, I had an idea because you can declare variables here in i3's configuration file. So if I were to set, well, no, see, because that's not going to work either, because I have multiple things that have the word set. Because what I was thinking about doing is do set and then like theme or whatever. I get it doesn't really matter what I call it, but and then just change this word. So in this case, it'd be Grevbox. And then down here, instead of this, I don't know if this would actually work or not, but I would do something like $theme, you know. I don't, like I said, I don't think that that would actually work. You'd have to, I'd probably have to do the full path instead of just the end of the path. But, like I said, I don't think that that would work. But that was my idea. But again, somebody who's better with Syd would be able to easily search out that one line. Well, if I could do, let's get out of this first, and CP L changer into rice changer, sh, like that, and then vim into rice changer. That way I don't. Did I not do that? Where's the R's? Right here. Rice changer. Yeah, it's right there. Oh, it's because I didn't spell it right. Because I'm an idiot. What the hell's the... Be right there. RIC. RI changer. RI changer. I really did not spell that right. That's not what I wanted to call it at all, but it's fine. Alright, typing is hard. Anyways, that way, if I make changes to this, I'm not actually changing my L changer script. It's not the middle of the night here. Well, I suppose, I mean, it depends on what you decide what the middle of the night actually means. No. Put my face there. That way you guys can always see what I'm doing. I don't have to worry about it later. But anyways, so theoretically, what I would love to be able to do is do this. So the first thing that it would be change this to set and then $theme. I think the problem is the $, because this is a bash script, a $, would also denote a variable here, so I'd have to escape that somehow. As you can tell, I'm not a very good bash scripter, so I'm probably gonna have to look some stuff up. But that's how you learn. All right, let's go ahead and open up a browser here, and we'll open up we'll go into, actually, that'll be better. All right, and then let's see how to that'd be better. All right, let's how to replace a single line in a script using Syd. Replace a single line. Stack Overflow. And that right there is the reason why I hate Qt Browser. Like, I only zoomed in like 2 spaces, and it zoomed in for half a minute. All right, let's see. So this is how I did that space to action with the use caret for checking beginning of the line, space left to action. The problem is here, I have no clue how regex or regex, whatever the hell it's called, how that works. It's something that I obviously need to learn. But I did the C2. That's the same functionality. Why did I close my chat? Am I even still streaming? How did I even go about closing my chat? I wasn't even on this workspace. That was really weird. I'm gonna navigate back to that. Hey Ben, how you doing? Oh, and DT's here. How you doing, DT? Pattern matching with Syd is an issue. You could always add a unique comment above the line, and then pattern match on that line. Yeah, that'd be an option. I'm not sure how I'd replace the line below it. Because if the line that I want to change, first go back to this. Get rid of that. The line that I want to change is just this one here. And really it only needs to be the end, because all the themes are named like that. It's just single word themes, right? So, but I can't just say replace Grovebox, because that's not going to always be the theme. So if I change to, you know, one dark or whatever, that now becomes one dark, and the Syd no longer works because it's that. Let me go back here. Let's see here. So space, beginning of the line. This is the same way I did it, only weird. Apparently I just started mashing buttons and moved everything all around. Because I don't even now have, like, my main Firefox window closed, and I have no clue why. That's really weird. Okay. Apparently I just, like I said, started mashing buttons like a monkey. Oh, it wants you to use awk. I have no clue how to use awk. Let's see what else. Said to replace with specific lines. Why is it that all stack exchanges require this accept all cookies, but they never remember that you've pressed accept all cookies? Alright, let's see here. I'm building a bash script for my virtual machine. I would like to know how to replace a single line in this document. This line, I want to change to this. I have tried with T and Syd, but cannot make it work, because they all start with a comment. It's straightforward to use the S command. Search. Wait a minute. I could just do the whole line, couldn't I? If I did something like this. Oops, damn it. In insert mode. Let's just go down here to the bottom. So if I did it, like, just say Grovebox again, and then Syd, what was that dash? No dash I. Just search the whole line. The problem with the whole line thing is that if you have Like I have a $sign there. That's going to conflict, so I'm going to have to exit out of that somehow. Well, I could replace everything after it. Because that's the... So if I just did said... Is it single quotes? Beforehand. Yeah. S// and then .config. I bet you it's going to have to be in... But the difference... Damn. I don't know, because that's gonna, the ending of that is going to be different every time. That's why I wanted to replace the whole line. Setting a hard link like left WM won't work in this case. I always forget how left WM does it, but I'm pretty sure each of their themes has its own little file. I don't want the whole thing. I don't have to replicate the whole file. Like I just replicated the theme. So like this theme is just the color codes, right? That's all that is. Yeah, I've played around with when I was doing the DWM thing, because I tried to do this with DWM, and I had it overwrite the file. That's how I did it with there too, but I don't know. It seems inelegant to me. How would I go about doing that? Think if I just change this to change this to theme.conf, and then save that and cd into themes and just touch theme.conf, and then oops, damn it, in insert mode. Always in insert mode. Okay, so here, instead of replacing a line, we'd be replacing a then it could just, instead of being a, it doesn't even have to be a symlink, it could be a, it just copies it. You know what I mean? So if you chose Doom 1, let's just say it would then do this. Instead of this here, it would just cp the, let's just say I have a variable for the path. So this is the path to theme into the path. So in this case, it would be cp the path to doom-1.conf to the path to no, the old theme. So this would be old theme to, no, this, I had it right the first time, so it'd be copying the new one, the one that you selected, to the theme.conf file. Just like that. And then they'd all be the same. The issue is going to be coming in when I also, because I want to do the polybar at the same time. So we'd have to have an and statement there. But let's go ahead and get the variable set up. So up here, the configuration file for this is actually going to be $home / my repo /i3/config. This doesn't need this here at all, because we're not doing set anymore. So it would just so this is not going to be path, it's going to be /theme. The themes or themes? Themes. That's the path. Okay. And then, so I don't actually have a dim one, but that's the way it would work, is path/theme.conf. And then I do the same thing for here. So the best way to do this is just to yank this like so, and change this here to Dracula, and that would also do that. Honestly, don't know what two semicolons means. That's just the way the case statement worked. If anybody is curious where this whole script came from, I stole it from DT, because that's, you know, of course it did. These came, the original for this was one of his DMenu scripts, and then I altered it for Alacrity, and now I'm altering it for i3. We're gonna worry about Polybar after I'm done with these. So, oops. Do this real quick. Oops. And then yanking, lots of yanking. I'm sure the Vim wizards out there know how to do this faster. I'm sure. And some of these themes, by the way, don't even exist yet. They will someday. But if I can get this to work, I'm going to be on a racing extravaganza. Ah, Scott's here, huh? Hello, Scott. Yeah, I'm I know about the macros. I don't use them because I'm too dumb. I'm just not smart enough to get my head around them. I watched the Luke Smith video on them. Honestly, this can just be Grubbox, because I'm never going to use Grubbox Lite. Like, ever. And I'm never going to use either the Solarized, but those can stay in there because they're here for now anyways. Mono Kai Pro. These are the only ones that I actually have so far. So, oops. And then Oceanic next, which is actually only going to be Ocean. Change that up here too. Wait a minute, are ocean and oceanic next actually different things? I don't need that then. I don't have anything called oceanic next. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I don't remember what that theme looks like. Okay, so the next one here. I'm going to soon delete the solarized ones because I'm never using those. Ever. I'm like I'm anti-solarized. Like so. Paper. Color. Tokyo. Night. The real question is why I have one dark and do one here. But okay. Moonfly. And Sano Kai. MAIA. Which I actually think I do. I guess I don't have that. But I did. I used... Apparently, I did that before I did the... Broke it out everything into a theme. Cat, which I can't ever spell. CATPPUCCIN. Okay. There are those. So now... Well, it had to be one that I have. So the one that I have that I could try, so I could save this now and run /RI like this. And the one that I have ready to go would be, I have one dark. So if I change that and then restart i3, haha, that worked. Sweetness. And the only reason I know it works is because the border for i3 changed. So, sweet. I think also because I think if I did, let's CD up a level here and then into config. I think if I went to actually CD into my repo, i3 sxhkd, then into sxkbrc. The one that I'm looking for here is the restart one. So if I did i3 message dash reload at the end of this in an and statement, I could restart i3 at the same time. I'm going to need to remember that. So if I go back here and vim into this changer like this, and at the end of all of these, do and i3-msg restart. Like that. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to try it. So that'd be sweet. Hopefully running that from a bash script, and that looks like there's an extra space in there now, doesn't there? Damn it. Why is there an extra space? There wasn't at the beginning. Oops. And then again, so and i3-msg restart. Of course, and that one didn't put a space in between there. Now I'm going to type it out again because I can't use the same trick. And i3-msg restart. No. What I'm hoping is that this doesn't actually restart the computer. That'd be horrible. And then again. Like so. Good. Wait a minute. Restart's not the... Yeah, restart's the one that I want. Reload just reloads the configuration file. Okay. And then I close that damn thing. Okay. Can I open that back up? // right changer like this. And then one of the ones that I have, so we'll go back to Grubbox. Wait a minute, I wonder if that's what that's called. I need to go back here. And let's see here. The CD themes. That's what it's called. It's Grubbox. Good. Okay, so do that again. Go back to Grubbox. Oh, that's so good. Cool. Okay. So the next thing is to incorporate the Polybar into it. So that one's going to be harder. Because if I CD up a level a couple times and CD into Polybar, I have two different things. So I have the themes. So if I CD into themes, I have all these. And if I CD into the modules, that's a whole separate file. So if I vim into my config file here, I have... Stop text messaging me. I have two lines that are going to have to be changed. So I'm going to be doing the same thing. So if I open up a thing, I'm going to CD my repo, Polybar, CD into themes, do also here, and touch a theme.ini, and then CD into modules, and touch modules.ini. Okay, and then with the theme, with the script, what I would need to do is first create a variable for it. So Polybar equals $home. It'd be better if I actually did it Polybar1, or just actually call this poly theme, and then poly mod equals, okay, and then slash my repo Polybar themes. I think that's what it is. CD my repo Polybar themes. Yep. And then that's the way that should work. And then $home my repo Polybar themes modules, like so. Oh yeah, I figured there was a better way to do the adding stuff in there with Vim. Despite the amount of time I've been using Vim, I'm still a complete noob at it. And I think I always will be. Mainly because I learn something and then I forget that it exists. But anyways, let's go ahead and what we're going to want to do here is, before the i3 restart thing, do CP, what did I name those variables? See, I'm talking about, forget, polytheme and polymod. So poly theme /doom dim1.ini, and then into poly theme slash do this is going to be theme.ini. Okay, and then it would also have to do the same thing for the modules. That's a horrendous looking thing. I mean, the professional bash scripters out there are like, what are you doing, you horrible person? If TFL's watching this, it's like, no, don't do it that way. I'm sure there's way easier to do ways to do this. But I must do this within the scope of my skills, which aren't very high. So in this one, I'm changing those variables. P-theme, P-theme, and change this. I'm just changing this to mod. Like that. That's way easier. Why is there a space there when they're not spaces anywhere else? Okay, so and copy theme dim1 ini theme ini. Okay, and cp mod slash doom1 dot what did I call those? CD modules. Oops, my repo polybar themes modules, like so. Oh, I named those things horrible things, didn't I? I think what I'm going to do here is change those names, because I do not want to have to type all those out. That's horrible. So move I could do. All right, hold on a second. Ranger bulk rename. Oops. Now. You gotta select those. That's right. I forgot how that worked. Bulk rename, and then just Control V. Oops. Don't need to change it. Control V. Like so. And then delete those. Right quit again, and enter. Haha. I love Ranger. That's so good. Okay. You can quit out of that. Oops, I didn't. Did I want to quit out of that? I don't know. CD my repo polybar themes modules. Make sure it actually did it, which it did do. The ones that I have two different ones for are going to be a pain in the tuchus, because like I have two different Grovbox ones. I have a Grovbox Powerline one, which I'm using now, and a regular Grovbox thing. So that's going to be interesting. That means I'm going to have to create an extra one for the Polybar one. So, damn it, why did I close that again? All right, doesn't matter. Okay, go back up here. Oops, still in freaking insert mode. So the Grovbox one, I'm going to have to yank that out and do another one here, but do dash power line, and then copy the Grovbox one. Yank. Or did I do that wrong? This is going to be Grovbox power line, and these are the same, but the Polybar ones will be different. Okay, go back up here to the dim1 one. finish what I was doing. So, $mod slash the one dark.ini into $mod slash modules.ini. I think that's what I called it. God, I can't remember shit. I should write this down. Polybar themes modules. There we go. Yeah, I called it modules. Okay. I just have kept that open because I know I'm going to forget it like 5 different times. I have like freaking Alzheimer's or something. Okay, so I think... Oh, we need one more and here. Not $signs, man. There we go. Okay, good. So that would change that. So... Let me check the... I know I'm kind of ignoring chat, so I apologize. I'm sure they're... Yeah. DTs, they're helping me, and I'm ignoring them, so I apologize for that, DT. You're probably doing it... telling me to do things way different and way better. But we'll see if this works. Okay, so the easiest way to do this then would be then to yank. If I'd known I was gonna have to do this again, I would have just done it, you know, waited. I'm sure there is a Vim person out in there in the chat telling me, hey, this is how you should do it. Now, Josh will release a mandatory neofetch. You wouldn't like my neofetch. There you go. Yes, I am not using Gentoo. I tried to install Gentoo again after I borked it, and it didn't go well. Maybe again someday. But yeah, not today. Not today. Why did I call that one dark up there? Because I did call it one dark up there. That should be Doom 1. Like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so Dracula. Dracula. And we set up ButterFS snapshots? Yes, we did. But nobody taught me how to do a emerge overlay or a portage overlay, or whatever that was called. And the only way to install timeshift apparently is to do that. But before I learned that, I installed SDDM, and SDDM ruined my Gentoo install. I still have it. I have it on a hard drive, so by all means you can help me fix it. But not tonight. Tonight we're doing this. because this is what we've chosen to do. Like so. I should just call that grub. And then, well, and then I didn't copy that whole thing. What I'm going to do instead of copying that whole thing is go back here and copy from here down. So, yank. That's what I should have done to begin with, instead of having to do that whole thing. Get rid of that P now that's there for a random reason. And then, because this is the only part that changes, dash power line. I think that would work. We're gonna have to try that. We're gonna have to also this one here. Okay, and then okay, so we got grub box, grub box power line, and then Monokai Pro. Again, I don't know why I need to call it Pro because it's the only Monokai I have, so I could have just changed that, but it's okay. Done now. Analytic monitor, are you saying something that I did was messed up? What did I mess up? I mean, I'm sure I did. This is getting more convoluted by the second. This is Monokai Pro. Okay. This would be way easier if I just put a space in between them. Alright, so let's go ahead and close this. This is going to be way easier if I can see the whole line on one line instead of having it wrapped. So, grub box power line, Dracula, Monokai Pro, all the way done. Yep. Okay, and Nord, which I don't actually have yet, but that's okay. I am making an automatic writing script. I'm doing it the hard way. I'm sure I'm doing this the hard way, but it's okay. Maybe when I learn to do something better on my own, I won't have to do it the hard way again, or I'll be able to redo it, I guess. But so this is Ocean. So wow, I spelled that wrong. Okay, and then tomorrow night. Dash night. And there. I think you have two semicolons in the middle of the grub box line. I don't see it. Oh, but I do have one here. Yeah, the grub box power line. Yeah, there we go, right there. Yep. Sure do. And it needs to go at the end. And actually, this is that's what I get for copying that wrong. So. And this needs to be... Why did I have a period there? That's not what you're doing, Matt. No periods. i3-MSG restart. And then... So, okay. Thanks for catching that, analytic minded. I would have never spotted it, honestly, until I fucked it up. Okay, where was I? Did Nord all the way through? Did Ocean all the way through? Did tomorrow night? Not all the way through. Okay. Tomorrow dash night. That is good. Now paper color. I think paper color is the only white theme I have on here. The light theme. Paper color. Imagine how messy this is going to get when I get more rices. Oops. Paper color. There's that one. Okay. And then, let's see. Oops, Tokyo night. And Tokyo night. And Tokyo night. Oops. So, okay. And then one dark. One of these, I won't have to change too much because I already had one dark there. One dark. And dark. And one dark. Just delete this. Okay. Moonfly. Moonfly. And Moonfly. And Moonfly. Okay, and then Sonic-Eye. I'm not... The only Sonic-Eye one that I'm ever going to use is Maya, so we'll just delete that. Go up here. Like that. That's better. Sono-Kai. Okay, and then this one here. Sono-Kai, and this one here. Kai, like so. Okay, one more. It's the hard one. Cat. Poo. Sin. So, okay, save that. All right. Why not set up some like so that because this was just I don't know. This seemed easier to me. I don't know why. I'm sure there is a better. I've already said this once or twice. I'm 100% positive there are easier ways to do this. But I would not be me if I did not do things the absolute hardest way. I'm sure that there would be a better way. What I could have done was just create variables to all of these. So each path each theme would have its own path variable. So I just do catboosine, copy catboosine, or however the hell you pronounce it, for each of these, and I wouldn't have to have spelled it out. But I've already done the work now, so I'm not going and doing it. Maybe I'll redo that later. But right now, it's fine. I want to see if this works. So save out of this. Now we're in Grovbox power lines. So if I change to it would have been just better. It would have just been easier. Just /. What was it? Rice changer like this. Okay, so the one that I know is there. So I do this. cannot stat grubbox.ini because it's not called grubbox, it's called grub. So back up here. I'm pretty sure that that's what that is the problem, because the p theme here is actually just called grub because consistency is beyond me. I bet you that's what it's called. CD repo Polybar themes. Unless it's called grubbox in the themes. Why couldn't find it? CD modules. And it's called grub here. Okay. So in the modules one, so this one here, oops, back up here. Damn it, man. Put your fingers on the right buttons. Box, that's right. Damn it, man. I should have just kept it open. How many times have I had to retype this path simply because I closed the window? Now I forget what I was looking for. Oh, the power line one. What is the power line is also grub. Okay. Alright, so this is grubbox power line. Okay. Or is it? Alright. It is grub power line. Okay. And the themes is just grubbox. Okay. So the power line one here is just this. This here is grubbox, and yeah, I kept it open this time. That's what scratch pads are for. Damn it. And then I think that's right. Now if I just choose grubbox, still no. Still not, can't find grubbox.ini. Grubbox.ini. So I can't find that because I don't. GURVBOX. Wait a minute. I wonder if I have the path wrong. Home. Well, that's because I didn't change this name here. P theme, Matt. P theme. There we go. There we go. I think that's gonna be better. Now. Still no. Okay. Polybar themes grubbox. No such file or directory. Home. My repo Polybar themes modules. CD my repo Polybar themes modules grubbox. Because it's still called grub, Matt. Why the hell didn't I get that right? Seriously, Matt. Go back down here. It still let me catch that other thing. So, this part here is called this, and I believe this is going to be exactly the same. Still no. Okay. But all right, I'm missing part of your comment, Josh. Sure there is an eat cat pussy. Sorry, no phone. But put the themes into a folder with your correct file names, then just symlink the folder to the next. Right. Yeah, but I don't want to have to redo the whole configuration files. What I'm, if the way LeftWM does is they literally have a whole configuration file for each theme, and I don't want to have to do that. Maybe I'm being stubborn about it. Yeah, I should just rename the files and keep them consistent. Oops. Back over here. Alright, so where are we at? We're in the theme. So this is Grovbox here. So modules, move grov.ini into grovbox.ini. Move grov powerline into grov powerline. No, I did wrong. It is underscore .ini. Okay, now we just did that. So the P theme is going to be grovbox, and this is going to be grovbox powerline. Okay, and then up here, this is also going to be groove, or where the fuck, box. This is going to be groovebox as well. So that should work. Now they're consistent. Hopefully. Oh, that's even worse. Okay, so I messed up something else now. Polybar themes modules, grovbox line 7. No such file or directory. What? Underscore, not dash. Okay. Alright. Yep. I knew I was going to do that. That's not the error that I was causing, but at least it's fixed that. So that's your path to grovbox.conf. Powerline grovbox.ini. So I didn't actually get into that. So it did that fine. Oh boy. Alright. I'm sure I'm doing something stupid. I'm sure when I see the problem that it's going to be stupid. Alright, so let's focus on this first. So mod modules.ini. That's right. Grovbox.ini. Mod and p theme. My repo Polybar themes modules. My repo Polybar theme. So those are right. The one that we're trying to do here is the Grovbox one. So cp path grovbox.conf to path theme.conf. That's right. cp path p-theme / grovbox.ini to path p-theme / theme.ini and dumbass cp in all of these. What a moron. Everybody should be very, very happy that I caught it on my own. Well, anybody in the chat help me, because that's a fucking stupid mistake. Make sure I'm doing this in the right spot. Dumbass. Okay. Go back over it again, just to make sure, because I'm not doing this another time. This is dumb. CP path to grovbox.com, path to theme.com, and CP path ptheme / grovbox.ini to theme.ini, and CP mod grubbox.ini, modules.ini. That should be right, and restart. Okay. You're asking about the EWW widgets thing. I don't know. I don't really schedule anything out. Usually it's whatever suits me. I know if TFL was here, he'd be shooting me in the face or something with a bullet. Like just retire from bash scripting, Matt. You're bad at it. But I know I'm bad at it, so I never claimed to be good at it. Alright, so now if we choose this one, it did not actually restart Polybar. Still no Polybar. Why? So that's because we're getting an output there. Why would you have an output success true? And just restarting i3, which should just restart Polybar. All right, let's try one of the other ones. One of the ones that I know I have. One dark. I have one dark. Okay, but still no Polybar. And I'm getting an output when there should be no output. I don't understand. That's going to have something to do with the auto reload functionality of Polybar. I've been trying to clean my home and recommend instructions to reassign GTKRC2. Can't ever. I think you have to set a environment variable, phone without question. You need a dash in the script. Do I not have a dash in the script? What do you mean I need a dash in the script? Oh, you were talking about that mistake I made with Grubbox. Do I still have that? No, I fixed it right here. But theoretically, this should be _2, but that really doesn't matter because that's just the choice. The question is why, when i3 restarts, why Polybar doesn't start up with it. And even if I do a manual restart of i3, my Polybar does not come back. So cd my repo Polybar. Okay. That's because it's replacing it with something different. Alright. That's because I'm a dumbass. Okay. Once again, I'm stupid. I need to go back here and change this to theme.ini and this one here to modules.ini. Now, there we go. Cool. That's my one dark, incomplete one dark theme. So if we go back to here and do a run this again and go back to Grubbox Powerline, CP missing destination file. I just cannot get that glove box one right. I can't do it. It's obviously beyond me. Okay, the glove box power line one is wrong. So that's because I didn't put the end part here. So $mod/grow modules.ini. That's where that needs to be. Okay. Did I do that in other places too? Gonna find out eventually. Try again. Go back here to glove box power line. Still didn't work. No such file or direction. Cannot stat glove box power line. But that file exists. Oh, because there's no INI at the end of it. Good Lord, Matt. Seriously, I'm pretty sure that I should just pack it in, because these are stupid mistakes. Try again. There we go. And back. Yep. Yeah, I got there eventually. The good news is eventually I'll catch my own mistakes. I try not to rely. I'm trying not to rely on chat to catch the stupid mistakes. But I still don't understand the output, why you get a success equals true after that. But as long as it works, I guess it doesn't really matter. Eventually, I'm gonna go through and add in the ability to also change my alacrity theme at the exact same time. So that's going to be another and statement, but that's not going to be tonight, because it's probably just easier to keep that rice separately. But damn, that's good. I know that the bash scripting people out there, the ones that actually know how to do this, and even the ones that are like half a decimal smarter than I am, which isn't hard, we're saying this is the dumbest way to do this. The symlink thing probably would work better, but this works for me, and it's working now. So that is really cool. So what other themes do I actually have? So if we do an LS here, what themes do I have? So if I change to Dracula here, let's first do L changer into Dracula. Go to this, so that my alacrity theme is right, and then do /rice changer, like so, and select Dracula, and here we go. Sweetness. The uptime module is going to be broken in every single one of these, because I use it now, and I didn't when I created this theme. So yeah, that works, guys. That really works. Yeah, it's good. It may be inelegant, but it works. How long have I been streaming now? I've been streaming for 1 hour and 13. I think I have time for a rice. Why not do a rice? So it's going to be one of these rices that I need, that I don't have yet. So which one should I do? Doom 1 is basically one dark. We have Grubbox and Dracula and Grubbox Powerline, Monokai, Nord, Ocean, Tomorrow Night. Let's go ahead and look up Tomorrow Night. So let's go to here, open Tomorrow Night theme. Right here. Okay. That's not helpful. Thank you. Thank you so much, DuckDuckGo. You're utterly garbage, as per usual. Tomorrow Night theme, them. There we go. That's what we're looking for. I believe, actually, that doesn't, in fact, have the colors right on it. That's disappointing. I wonder if it's in the wiki. No. Okay. Do we get a palette here? I need the palette. I mean, we kind of get the palette, but that's... Oh, there it is right there. Tomorrow Night right there. That's exactly what I need. And it's even laid out in a good way for me, because I can use those. I can use that. Copy that. Go back here. Oops, this one here. Okay, so we can get out of this. CD into CD my repo, i3. Let's actually go to do the Polybar one first. Polybar one is going to be the hardest. And then themes, ls. And we're going to, I believe I called that, so we're going to vim into tomorrow-night.ini and paste these. Now, these are in wrong order, but that's easy to do. Choose Control V, which is only going to work. Actually, it'd be easier to do it this way. Control V, like so. Like so, and then I believe I have a space here, which I do. Okay, and then I think that is how they're structured. Never remember. Why did I get into Vim instead of NVim? I don't know. So I was like, why are my key bindings not working? There we go. Make sure that those are structured basically the same. No, I forgot the colors thing. Like so, colors. Like that. Now, open up another one, CD my repo, Polybar, and then themes. We're going to go into CD modules and do an ls here, do nvim into tomorrow-night.ini. Somebody's shouting at me in the thing. I know you have videos on separate features and scripts you use in i3wm. Do you have a video where you go through your workflow with these things you put together? Kinda. Yeah, I don't know what the video is called though. It's probably about 2 months back or so. I think it's called i3 workflow actually. Should sell this script to make a lot of money. I'm sure somebody who was actually good at scripting would take you up on that, but so anybody who would critique this script would like, this is a shit script. Anyways, what we're going to want to do is cp Dracula. Actually, we're going to cpu grove box power line into tomorrow night dash night ini, because it's going to be basically the same. Vim into tomorrow night.ini, like so, and then we can change the colors. So let's make this a little bit bigger. So what we're going to want to do here is change the colors. So the focused background color is not going to be orange. It's going to be green. Oh, wait a minute, I'm gonna have to change that because these cannot have capital letters. So this is going to be background current. I know there is a Vim thing that would key binding that works for this, but I don't remember what it is. Save that. Okay, now this is just going to be background. Okay, and then the unfocused. I don't actually have a foreground there, do I? Yes, I do. Yep, foreground. those could probably are going to be staying the same. Active workspace on unfocused monitor. So this can be comment. I guess that's a stupid name for a color, but it doesn't really matter. Although if I use comment, I don't know how I think that needs to be changed around. It's going to be that's going to be on the other monitor that's unfocused, but has that is on screen. So the way I have that right now is I have the color. So I could just do that the same. I could change the foreground to like aqua, and change this just the background to background. I'm pretty sure I just changed this word to the same word, but it's okay. Let's see. This is going to change to red. And this one here is going to change from foreground, or this one here, to background. So, okay. Line of current line. Oh yeah, it's going to have to change. For whatever reason, this will not let you use capital letters at all, and in fact, there's no. You can't use a space either. So, I don't know why that is, but it is true. Has something to do with Python. I'm guessing. Anyway, so those are done. So the thing we'd have to change here. So let's go to music here. So actually, first we got to change the arrows. So arrow 0 is the one that is at the end. So we're going to change. We're going to decide what colors we're going to use for the arrows. So I think that the colors we should use are. We might end up doing is doing more colors. So if we actually, I think I am going to do that. So we're going to do more colors. So that means we're going to need more arrows. So we'll yank this and paste it a couple times. The problem with doing it this way is that this is going to make this one different. You know what I mean? And when it's different, that means when I change things, things are going to break. Specifically, I'm going to have modules in the configuration file called that don't exist in other themes. I'm trying to think if I actually want to do that. Although, what I might end up doing is for these power line ones is create its own config for it, and then change the config with the script later on. But for now, we'll do it this way. So we'll go here. That would explain why it doesn't allow lines. Yep. Makes sense. At one point I was going to learn Python, and then I realized I wasn't good enough at any other programming language, so my knowledge is pretty, not high. Anyways, so colors that we're going to do. So we're going to do the foreground, content foreground. So this is going to be the color of the arrow itself. And that's going to be the first one can be yellow. I think the background, so this one can be orange. The content background, I think this is going to be background for all of them. And then let's see here. Maybe blue, and then maybe green, and then maybe purple. Also, I didn't change this number to the right thing before. Okay, I'll save this and open up my repo Polybar like so, and vim config. See, this is where it's going to end up being a problem because all my other configuration files, none of them have arrows 3 and 4. So arrow 1, arrow 2, arrow 3, arrow 4. And this is going to go back to arrow 1 is fine. Okay, so save that. And when it doesn't have the, we can now go back to 5 and go to my scripts folder, do /rice_changer and change to tomorrow night. Because that doesn't exist yet. Okay, we can't actually change to it yet because that file doesn't exist yet. So we're going to have to go back to that and do that in a minute once we're done here. So we can actually save this and quit out of this here. And now the music one. So here's where we're going to actually, I probably should have kept that open. So do I still have cd up a level vim config? Okay, so music is going to be arrow 0. So we're going to need to remember the arrow 0 is yellow. So music is also going to have to be yellow. This was way easier with Grub with only 2 arrows. So the prefix foreground is going to have to be something that's going to be seen on top of yellow. So in that case, I think it's going to have to be background. Or current, I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll see which one looks better. So the background is going to be yellow, like so. And the format foreground, which is going to be the color of the icon, should also be background. Or whatever, it doesn't really matter. So this is going to have to be yellow. This is really hard when you can't see what you're doing. So the next one is weather, which is right here, and that's going to be arrow 1, which we set to orange. Let's go back to the weather. So the foreground, again, is going to have to be something that is seen on orange, and I think this is a light orange, so I think that the background would also work here well. So orange, and this one here would also be foreground, so background, which isn't confusing at all. Orange. Okay. Yeah, I know I should think of more general names, but like I said, if I would not be me if I didn't do the things the hard way. So the next one is going to be uptime, which is arrow 2, and that is blue. So uptime. So let's see. So the background, the foreground for that one should also be. I think background would work well for that as well. We might as well try to stay consistent. And this is blue. And same thing here. Okay, and then the next one is memory 2. So that's arrow 3. Which is green. So 2. The green is probably also, like I said, we're going to try to stay consistent. So this is going to be background, and this is going to be green, and this one should be background and green, like so. And then the next one is CPU 2, which is arrow 4, which we did purple. Okay, so CPU 2, like so. Okay, so this is the one that has them back. So purple, I think, again, we'll try to stay consistent. So background, and then purple, and then background, and purple. Okay. So that was the CPU 2, arrow 1, which is for the date. So arrow 1, oops. Arrow 1, which is orange. So the last one is date. So the foreground is background. Background orange. And that's because I changed the wrong one. Why the hell did I always doing that one? Date. There we go. Now we're in the right space. Foreground, background, and oops, orange, and background, and orange. Now, yeah, I know I should change the variable names. I probably will someday go ahead and clean those up so that they're all the same names in each of the themes. But that's not going to be today. For now, I'll continue to do it the hard way. All right, so that's all the modules, I believe. So we can quit out of that and CD up a few levels and another level because I didn't go far enough. So CD i3, themes. And what we're going to do is cat grubbox, not cat grubbox, we're just going to cp grubbox into tomorrow-night.conf. And we're going to tomorrow.conf. Okay, so the border is going to be orange, which I wish we could just type that. So DE935. F. So the background is, these are going to all exactly the same. So DE935F, DE935F, and DE935F. Now, the inactive border can be the foreground color. So C5, C8, that's a 9, 8C6, and then period, oops, damn it, Matt, C5, C8, C6, C5, C8, C6, period, period. Now if I go to workspace 5 and run the same thing and try tomorrow night again, it still didn't work because in the themes I don't have the tomorrow night-ini theme. So 3 cd ... polybar themes. Did I spell it wrong? POMORROW-night.ini. And I have I spelled it wrong. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I spell it wrong? Good Lord, man. All right. Okay, so up here, tomorrow night, right here. So TOMORROW, TOMORROW. I'm still spelling it wrong. Who the hell knew I didn't know how to spell tomorrow? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Why is it? Why when you try to spell something, it looks weird, right? Tomorrow. That should be right. Nano is better than Vim. Somebody block that guy. I kid. Alright. Make sure I spelled all that right. Try again. And this. And how did that... Oh, we don't have Polybar again because we must have messed up something. What would have messed... How could that possibly have changed? Alright, so we're going to go into 3 again. We're in the Polybar, so see up level /launch.sh. See what errors I get. Shutting down Polybar i3 Polybar theme stream.ini3 key name current line is empty. So it's calling the did I not save this? There we go. Yeah, that didn't work out all that well, did it? Okay. I messed something up there. That's obvious. First, I'll change to tomorrow night, so that is the same theme. There we go. Now, in my Grovebox theme, how did I get the theme before it to be the same as the theme after it? So this was way easier with just 2 colors, by the way. Way easier. Maybe. Alright, well, we're gonna have to go into CD. Oops. Close that. CD into themes. Vim into Grovebox. CD into modules. Vim into Grovebox. Polybar. Like so. And then go back down to here and see how I work this out. So the first one is music. So the format foreground the background was the same as the arrow color. And then the next one was weather. The background color for that one was the same as the arrow color of that one. So how would you do it with multiple colors? I think I put Trillium notes in a top 5 videos at one point. Trying to think, because these are supposed to blend together. There's not supposed to be space between them. Get your mind around it. So, in order for that to happen, the background color of the module that comes before the arrow has to be the same color as the arrow. Which is going to look weird. I think you're only going to be able to have 2 colors. I'm sure there's a way I'm just not thinking of to get multiple colors. The arrow foreground needs to match the colors before it. So instead of so let's get out of the wrong one. So vim into tomorrow night again. So the weather one here. So that needs to be the one that comes before it is arrow 0. So arrow 0 is yellow. I don't have to go back up. I can see it right there in front of my face, man. Go here to weather. Instead of having this be orange, have this be yellow. I don't know if I don't think this is going to work. And actually didn't change a damn thing. Why I didn't change a thing, I don't know, because I should have. Because this is the weather module. And we changed the background, but it didn't actually change the background. I don't know. I'm sure that it's easy to do. I'm just not seeing it. Reasons. Too much for my little brain to get around, apparently. I'm not sure why that didn't change, though. Oh, I know exactly why it didn't change. Because we're not when you have to do / this again and change tomorrow night. Oh, I know exactly. All right, that actually helps me. Okay, so all right, so go back to here. Change this back to orange. This needs to be changed back to orange. Like so. And the arrow 1 needs to be yellow. Not orange. Okay. And then arrow 2 needs to be orange, not blue. And arrow 3 needs to be blue, not green. And arrow 4 needs to be green, not purple. And I actually am going to need another arrow. For purple. 5. Again, I probably could just call that purple, but change this to purple. I think, actually, no. The purple one just needs to be... Oops. I might have to just mess around with that last one. Go back here and change arrow 4 right before... I think this needs to change into arrow 5. Okay. And then save this. Go back to 5. run the script again. I still messed that up somehow. Ah, Linux Dabbler is here. How you doing, bud? How's the baby? Yeah, Breaking Benjamin's awesome. I've been listening to it like crazy. So that's the right colors. Those match up here, and those match up here, and that matches up here, and that's here, and that matches up here. I have a feeling like I'm off one. Like I shifted everything over the wrong direction, is what I feel like. That's what I feel like, is I shifted everything over too far, the wrong direction. Okay. So, I know, that looks ridiculous, though. Finally got him to go to sleep. That's good. Many days where I just think that I don't have offspring. I'm sure they're joys, but I don't think I'd be very good at it. You know, I just don't know. I'm obviously doing something stupid here. It was so much easier with just two colors. Especially when one of the colors was the background color of the bar. In order to get this one here to seem to overlap with that one, this should be orange. But the background color, there's a space between it. All these were the right color before. The first one is yellow. This one should stay orange. This one should be blue. This one should be green. And this one should be purple. And this one should be orange. Again, doesn't really matter. I don't want to change that again. I wonder if the background color needs to be exactly the same thing. So if we change this to yellow, change this one to orange. Change this to blue. Change this one to green. No clue if this is going to work or not. We'll just have to undo it if it doesn't. Purple. I don't know why that keeps doing that. Change this one to orange. And it's not, we're actually going to rerun the script tomorrow night. Well, that's closer. There's no more spaces. Let's see here. So back to 3 here. Now the arrows aren't showing up at all because they're the wrong ones. So if we shift all these arrows, like this background color here should stay background. Okay, but Oh, wait a minute, hold on a second. I wonder. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I think I've had a stroke of inspiration. This could be completely wrong, obviously, but... Now, rerun the script. Tomorrow night. Come on, work. Look at that! I figured it out! It only took 20 minutes. Woo! Alright, cool. The other week when I tried to do 10 races in 2 hours or whatever it was, there's a reason why I didn't get to that 10 races. You can't do 10 races in an hour. So, anyways, wow. Look at that. That's a complete win. Works. Sweetness. Like I said, the only problem I'm going to end up having is when I wanted to go back, if I wanted to go back to my Grovebox power line, I don't think it would work now. Because the arrows are different now. A couple of them are still here. But now that, because I have arrows here, this needs to go back to arrow. So I'm going to have, in the power line ones, I'm going to have its own modules right section. Or I'm just going to have its own configuration file. But that's a problem for another day. Because I am done. I've been streaming now for 1 hour and 52, which is about half an hour longer than I normally do. So, yeah, wow. Thanks everybody who's watched the stream. I do appreciate it. I definitely had some senior moments there for quite a long time. I did eventually figure out the things that I need to figure out. If you're interested in any of these races or the script that I wrote, those will be up on my GitLab sometime tonight. I'll upload them so that you can give them all a try. Or you can, you know, I do happily accept pull requests or push requests or whatever the hell they're called. And if you improve them, that'd be cool. As long as they still work, obviously. But anyways, that is it for me this time. Before I go, I should take a moment to my current patrons. You can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/LinuxCast. Thanks to Robert, Syd, Devon, Patrick, Fred, Kramer, Tridevil, Antoine, Unkle, Bonehead, KB, Griffs Lounge, Maeglin, JDawg, Steve A, CyberGuyLinux, Garrick, Samuel, TGB, Keith, Andy, Gary, Ross, Mitchel, JDawg, Carbondated, Jeremy, Shaun, Odin, Marnie, Eduardo, archsinner, Elliott, Mislav, Marek, Camp, Joshua Lee, Peter A, Crucible, Dark Phoenix, Primus, PM, rlocone, and Phillip. Thanks everybody for